All right, so we have Lucina versus Sonic. How do you think this matchup is? Whose favor is it going to be hold on?
Sonic's. But Lucina can deal with it if she just bases everything properly. Because one wrong move and Lucina's getting punished. So he's going to want to just throw out his safest moves, which is basically his aerials and the side V.
But just like that, Kinzer's easily going in, but getting countered with those fairs.
Yeah, Clario might have opted for Lucina rather than Marth because he didn't want to have to space against someone who can get in as fast as Sonic. Because when someone's running at you at the speed of sound, it's kind of hard to like readjust yourself.
It's kind of hard to time the sword hit.
Yeah.
Clario doing some fancy stuff with Lucina, doing that Lucina combo. Nice, using the tilt to get him back down. I mean, the jab.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to play, dude. Let's go, Kinzer.
Let's go, Clario. Oh, wait, you're leaving already? I'm all alone again. All right. I'll deal with this. I feel like we're going to see Clario just like trying to handle air control and like not try to do any moves on the ground because every move he throws out while he's grounded is a lot riskier than most of the moves he can throw out while he's in the air. Like fairs, bears are usually more risky than trying something like side tilts, down tilts. Oh, we have Z. Our third caster swap for one game.
All right, guys. RF7Z here back to commentate on some singles matches now as we've wrapped up doubles. We've got Sugoi Tiramasu, also known as Clario, versus Kinzer. Now, Kinzer is down, but he's not out. Kinzer's a wily old veteran from the Brawl days. Stick with Sonic his whole Smash career. Excuse me. And as we can see, he's got a fancy for that forward smash as he cleans up Clario's first stock. We have a pretty even game right now. Now, I'm not really too sure how the matchup goes with the sword characters. I feel like Sonic does very, very well against them because he's able to get in and out of their range much quicker than just about any other character. So, props to Clario for taking the first game. Was he another game one?
No, wait, this is game one. But I feel like Clario picked Lucina over Marth for that reason you just stated, which is Sonic is really good at getting in, and it's hard to space against someone who's doing that over and over.
Yeah, constantly moving around, spinning, throughout the stage and the air, all that stuff. It is harder for Marth to get tippers, in my opinion. I think a lot of other Marth mains might feel the same way. But Lucina, you don't have to worry too much about it, and he does fancy that sword where you don't need a tipper really to get a bunch of strong hits. You can kind of just space your normal game without having to rely on a tipper to get early kills.
Yeah.
Good damage from Kinzer. Racked up 25 and give him a lead right there.
The only problem is without the kill power from tippers, it's going to take a while longer before Clario can throw out a move that will just finish off Sonic. All right, he saved his jump that entire time.
That's very smart. I really like that option from Tiramisu, but
he runs into a second forward smash.
Gives him a duff. Gives him that duff. Now, Clario and Kinzer actually have not a rivalry, but they are some of the OGs. They stuck around from the Brawl days. Clario actually played Marth and Brawl, and then Kinzer obviously was Sonic. So it's nice to see, some old school Brawl players keeping the tradition alive. Clario did switch to maining Shiek in this game. Just fits his style of rushdown a little bit more, especially when the pre-patch Shiek was a thing. So this counter pick isn't necessarily for the character. It's more so of a comfort pick. Shiek is Clario's main. He's actually had a lot of success with Shiek in the past. I just wish both of these guys would compete a little bit more. I know that Kinzer's coming back into the scene after being AFK for a while, and then Clario's not playing Final Fantasy right now. So it's good to see these guys competing, playing at a high level, and going head-to-head. It's a lot of fun to watch.
I feel like character-wise, Shiek is a step up from Lucina, especially because of needles, which will stuff a lot of Sonic's approaches, which is exactly what you want to do against someone who just runs at you.
Absolutely. The needles are going to provide a lot of long-range options for Clario. He's going to be able to rack up some good damage, as well as force him to continue to approach, but maybe make him approach in a way that's not so comfortable for him. As he gets a couple forward throws up to into the up air, goes for an up smash. Tipper does not get it. Clario has a slight lead right now, putting Kinzer at 101%. Although we all know the curse of Shiek having a difficulty to kill, especially in this patch. We'll see what Clario does to close out this stock. He's already tried to get that up smash a couple times.
Very true. Also, I feel like Shiek is a better pick than Lucina because it grabs. Shiek gets way more off of grabs than Lucina does.
I absolutely agree, and Clario does like to start his combos with grabs. But right now, speaking of grabs, Kinzer was able to get a back throw and get some stage control. Has Clario had him in a predicament, but
there it is.
they confirms I don't want to call that one a confirm. I think that was a read. He saw the spin dash coming and threw the bouncing fish out there and was able to connect it for the KO. So good job on Clario taking the first stock in game 2. I think Kinzer went for a 2-frame with the spring, did not get it.
Yeah.
Got a couple fairs coming in from Clario.
It's much harder to hit a Shiek than a Lucina with that spring.
Oh, yeah.
Sheik is just invincible for most of her up B, so not too difficult to go right past.
Yeah,
them.
the 2-frame is there because it is a teleport. However, since he did not get it, Clario was able to get back on the stage. And here comes the needles into play. Stuffing that spin dash approach already has him at 60%. He really hasn't taken much damage at all. I think he was at maybe 105. And Kinzer maybe got a couple jabs, but that back air, not enough to do it. Not enough rage on Kinzer.
Yeah, what we can see is with Clario having the lead, his game plan has turned into, I'm going to stand away from you and discharge needles and just rack up damage slowly because all damage is...
Okay. Meteor Zyro. All right, so it looks like Kinzer is definitely struggling to gain this KO right now. Has Clario at 137%. He will die from a forward smash, back air, down smash, up smash, and probably a back throw. Absolutely a back throw from the side of the stage like we're going to witness right here. All right, so 85%. Good job from Clario getting some extra damage in right now for this next stock. It does have a comfortable lead, but this is Sonic. Sonic is known to rack up damage faster than most characters in the game. And guys, I'm joined by Douglas now from the TNF crew.
Hola guys, that crew's not real anymore.
Edgar is not real. So we've got, this is game 2 right now with Kinzer up 1-0. Clario didn't manage to take the first stock. And Kinzer was able to get a back throw at about 150% to close it out. But right now, Clario is looking to end this game and bring it to a game 3.
Oh.
And he's just been getting hit by a lot of those forward smashes in this set. They could prove to be very detrimental.
Yeah.
But not detrimental enough as we do have a game 3 coming up with Kinzer and Clario.
The Kinzer.
Yeah, the Kinzer. He won game 1 versus Clario's Lucina, and Clario decided to make a switch to Shiek, his original main, and was able to take game 2. I don't want to say convincingly, but he definitely took it with a pretty good sizable advantage. So we're going to have game 3 coming on Town and City. I'm not sure how I feel about this pick for Kinzer. I'm not really a Sonic main, but I feel like maybe, excuse me, he may be able to get a couple kills off the top a little sooner. But in the same regard, you know, Shiek does get a little bit of a buff to her up throw, or I should say her 50-50 to an up air KO.
Oh yeah,
as it might kill earlier. But you know, maybe Kinzer has something he just prefers about the stage. Players do like stages, and sometimes that will outweigh character advantages. So let's see if this is maybe just a comfort pick for him, something that he's used to. I know in doubles, him and his teammate, Hino love this stage.
I know one thing about Kinzer is that he loves to kill from the top. You know, the up throw, up B. He loves to wait out the air dodge and just kill, and he's probably wants to do that here.
Yeah,
if he puts out enough pressure.
He definitely puts out that up smash more often than I see any other Sonic do. But right now he's taking 88% and hasn't really found an answer back.
Oh, that forward air was too risky.
Yeah,
way too risky.
And he loses his first stock, so this counter pick not really proving to be too useful right now. I'm not going to say he died because of the same.
Clario.
That
Playing a good ledge guard.
He is really going aggressive right now. He's pressing a lot of buttons, getting a lot of damage in right now. And in that whole sequence, he was able to put on 70% and only took 7. So keep in mind, Kinzer already lost his stock.
Yeah, Kinzer is in quite the deficit right now. Oh, getting red.
Yeah, all of the momentum.
Catches that.
Misses it. Clario is one of the strongest players in Vegas when he has momentum. As you can see, he just does not let it go.
Oh, Kinzer. Oh.
Kinzer trying to mount some offense. He is at a ridiculous deficit right now.
Right.
But, you know, I never count out Sonic, especially in a matchup like this, where his opponent has so much trouble landing a KO option. And he's able to get some cheesy strings.
Oh, forward air. That was some questionable DI.
Yeah, the air dodge read was there. He gets the forward air, cleans it up with a very solid 2-stock. So Clario will advance into the winner's bracket, and Kinzer will drop into the loser's bracket.
That was
but
clean.
he's probably going to make a huge run, as he always does.
The Kinzer, not unless he gets 1 and 2, he gets into the amateur bracket.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what his goal is right now, to cash out. There is a prize today for the amateur bracket for
It's
everybody
like,
that goes
like
0-2.
days that happen like this is I just wish I was just bad, you know?
Yeah, for everybody that goes 0-2 or 1-2 in the pro bracket will advance into the pro bracket. And the pro bracket now does have a prize pool of $20 to the winner. So an opportunity for people who normally don't have a chance to go very far in bracket